The news. It landed quietly at first, didn't it? October 11th, 2025. Diane Keaton, 79.
Yeah, and then just this wave of grief across Hollywood, just instant.
Tributes everywhere. Decades of collaborators, friends. You expected that?
Of course. But then one voice, it cut through a little differently.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. It wasn't the usual, like, she was a dear friend kind of thing. It sounded more professional, like deep respect for a mentor, maybe.
Exactly. Less like mourning a sister, more like honoring a master.
Just 2 days later, right, he's on the red carpet. His own film, Good Fortune, is premiering.
Cameras flashing, everyone watching, and his words, they weren't what people maybe thought they'd hear. Very specific.
Yeah, almost. Like carefully chosen. It surprised people.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Join us as we unpack all the Hollywood drama, the music industry shifts, those viral influencer moments.
We go beyond the headlines,
Yeah.
Trying to find the real stories behind all the fame.
From the red carpet shocks to the social media storms.
And today, we're taking that deep dive into Keanu Reeves' really specific, almost professional admiration for Diane Keaton.
An admiration that seems like it was really cemented way back in 2003 when they worked together on Something's Gotta Give.
We're looking at why Keanu's ultimate tribute wasn't some personal anecdote, but this description of her as an artist, her integrity.
Okay, so let's zero in on that, the language he used.
Yeah.
It's key.
Right. E! News catches him on the red carpet. And he doesn't talk about, dinners or funny stories. It's all about the work, the craft.
It's fascinating, that focus.
Yeah.
He starts with total pro, like absolute technical respect first.
Yeah, total pro. Then almost like a secondary point. Very nice to me.
But the core of it, the phrase he repeated was generous artist, and a very special, unique person.
Generous artist.
Artist first. Exactly. The professional identity leads. It's such a contrast to other tributes.
Totally. Think about Nancy Meyers, the director. She mourned a friend of almost 40 years, someone who felt like a sister. That's deep personal grief.
Right. And Keanu. He sounds like this incredibly respectful colleague. Or maybe even a student, appreciating the master's technique.
And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Was it purely spontaneous, that professional focus? Or maybe, given the setting, his own premiere, was there a touch of managing the moment? Honoring her, yes, but also keeping a respectful boundary around this interaction from, 20 years ago?
That's a fair question. But I think the fact that he echoed it later suggests it was genuine awe.
Right. On Colbert later that night, The Late Show. He didn't soften it.
No, he expanded on it, called her an extraordinary, unique, special person and artist. Again, linking the person and the professional. Always the artist component.
Keanu's always been pretty private, hasn't he? Guarded about his personal life.
Extremely.
So maybe this was his most authentic way to show respect. Honoring her in the public space, they shared the work itself.
I think that's a really sharp insight. It suggests that for him, the highest respect isn't claiming closeness, it's acknowledging the collaboration.
Yeah.
The process.
He shared a memory, but it was about her process, really, not his feelings. Which tells you this wasn't just another job for him. It was something formative.
An education, maybe.
Yeah. Which takes us back to 2003, the Hamptons. The set of Something's Gotta Give.
And if you're finding this kind of inside look interesting, digging into the stories behind the stars, make sure you hit subscribe. We've always got more coming.
Okay, so Something's Gotta Give. To really get the impact on Keanu, you have to appreciate what this film was back then.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't just a rom-com hit. It felt important. It really pushed back against Hollywood's obsession with youth.
Diane Keaton, 57 at the time, playing Erica Berry. A successful woman, complex, desired, smack in the middle of this love triangle. That was radical.
Totally radical.
Yeah.
I mean, women over 40 were usually what? The mom. The quirky aunt.
Right. And here she is, the undeniable lead. Gets an Oscar nomination for it.
So the set Keanu walked onto wasn't just any set. It was one where the leading lady commanded this incredible respect.
And it wasn't just, like, unspoken respect either. There's that famous story about Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah, the back end points.
Yeah.
He found out Keaton hadn't negotiated for a percentage of the profits.
Which was kind of standard for stars at his level, but maybe not hers then.
Right. And Nicholson just gave her a piece of his own share, voluntarily.
That tells you everything, doesn't it? The esteem she was held in. Keanu's watching all this. He's seeing artistry, yes, but also this, bedrock of professional integrity.
Exactly. And, okay, the plot officially pairs Erica with Nicholson's character, Harry, who's, charming chaos.
But the sparks between Keaton Reeves, Keanu played Dr. Julian Mercer, this kind, steady doctor.
That chemistry became a huge part of why people still talk about that movie. The 18-year age gap just kind of vanished on screen.
It really did. You felt this connection, this quiet pull between them.
It created this massive what if for the audience, didn't it? Like maybe this was the real love story.
Their scenes together, they're memorable. That late night pancake scene.
Oh, classic. So much vulnerability. And the forgiveness kiss scene. Just incredibly tender.
For a lot of people watching, Julian's stability and just his genuine appreciation of Erica felt like the more mature choice, the better ending maybe.
Yeah.
Challenged the whole expected outcome.
Keaton seemed to enjoy it too. Remember her on Ellen DeGeneres back in 2012?
Vaguely, yeah.
She talked about kissing Keanu and just quipped, he was a little young, but it didn't matter. I don't mind kissing a younger man. Just playful about it.
Classic Keaton.
But the fan reaction wasn't just a passing thing. That debate about who Erica should have ended up with, it's never really gone away. People felt that connection was real.
And when chemistry jumps off the screen like that, despite the script maybe pointing elsewhere, that's usually down to the actors really clicking.
Absolutely. It speaks volumes about their rapport.
But hold on, because that's not even the core of it, is it? The key to her lasting impact on him, the thing he talked about, wasn't just their scenes together. It was a moment he spent watching her work with Jack Nicholson.
Right. Not advice she gave him directly. It was mentorship by just observing, witnessing professional generosity in action.
Okay, let's unpack that. Because this seems crucial to his whole generous artist description. He was in this unique position just watching them.
He saw two legends, basically, operating at the peak of their powers, but also with this incredible ease and trust.
He tells this story quite often, actually, about a scene they shot in a Paris restaurant.
Yeah, he said he was watching those two legends not only act, but insult each other.
But like with affection, right? He added, they were just grinning, but they're just insulting each other with love.
Exactly. He was blown away by their shorthand, their history, the intelligence, but also just how fearless they were, how they just were in the scene using their real connection to make it better.
And that connects to what Nancy Myers said about Keaton's process, doesn't it?
It does. Myers called her fearless. She talked about how Keaton had this unique, kind of unconventional method.
Like what?
Like sometimes before a take, she'd apparently spin in a kind of goofy circle. Yeah. To shake off inhibitions, find something real and spontaneous, that's the on-screen magic Keanu was seeing, maybe. The method behind it all.
Okay, so fearless and unique, that fits. But generous artist, where did that specific idea lock in for him?
Okay, the anecdote that seems to tie it all together.
Yeah.
He said after they finished a really emotional scene, just the two of them,
Yeah.
Keaton didn't just walk away. She turned to him and said, very simply, "Thank you for trusting me."
Wow, okay.
Just that. Thank you for trusting me.
Whoa.
And Keanu said, that phrase just stayed with me.
That makes sense. It's not just being nice, it's acknowledging the partnership.
Exactly. It led him to conclude Diane always made acting feel like a partnership. The generosity wasn't just like being pleasant. It was actively creating this space of trust, validating his part in it.
That's huge, especially maybe for a younger actor working with these absolute legends.
You could see how that would leave a mark, this idea of acting as a collaboration built on trust.
Plus the importance of being that total pro.
And celebrating that unique, fearless approach she had.
You can almost trace those ideas, maybe subtly, in how Keanu has conducted his own career since then, can't you? His reputation on set.
It really seems like he absorbed those pillars. Her influence wasn't lessons she taught. It was just her being that way. How to be in that industry with integrity, humor, realness.
So the three pillars he took away were that rock-solid professionalism,
The total pro, yeah.
artistic generosity, making it a partnership, and then just that inimitable uniqueness, being, as he put it, like nobody ever.
Pretty much. She set a standard for him, it seems. For 2 decades, he wasn't just remembering a co-star. He was maybe trying to live up to the example she set.
Which makes their reunion years later even more interesting.
Oh, the Oscars. 2020. The 92nd Academy Awards.
They come out to present together, and it's instantly warm, charming, a little chaotic in that Keaton way.
Yes. And the chemistry is still there. The audience could feel it.
They just fell right back into this easy banter, didn't they? Joking about making the film, lots of laughing and crying.
And the internet just exploded. Everyone remembered how much they loved them together in the movie, demanding a sequel, like, right now.
It was such a moment that even Nancy Myers, the director, weighed in.
She posted that photo of them on Instagram, right? And the caption was perfect.
What was it again?
Something like, Oh, maybe they did end up together.
Huh. Just validating what audiences felt for years, that their connection wasn't just good acting, there was something real there.
Which brings us back to Keanu's tribute, that specific language.
Yeah, it all seems to click now. Diane Keaton's impact on him wasn't just about a role or a friendship, maybe. It was this profound professional lesson.
Learned through watching her embody integrity, authenticity, and making the work itself feel like a generous act, a partnership.
It feels like she showed him a different way to be a professional, a collaborator.
Absolutely. Redefined what he valued.
So we'll leave you with this to think about. Whose professional example has really stuck with you, maybe unexpectedly?
Yeah. Who was that generous artist in your own life or career? Someone who showed you how it should be done, maybe without even saying much, just by letting you watch them work.
You've been listening to The Deep Dive, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture.
Thanks for tuning in. And hey, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.